What up, YouTube? It's the Takeover checking in. If you watched the damn life vlog, I mentioned that I was gonna be showing a tutorial or cooking with the Takeover on how I like to prepare my chicken breast. I know when you on prep, everybody eating baked chicken, that shit get old real fast, that dry ass chicken. So I like to prepare mine a little different. I'm sure a lot of people, I see a lot of people doing it out there, but I'm gonna show how I do mine because a lot of people ask, how do I make my chicken breast? So I'm gonna show y'all the ins and outs. Excuse the lighting, I'm using my tripod. I'm home alone. But anyway, first things first, I have to take a pack of chicken breasts out the freezer because it's a store around the corner from my house that sell like, you can get like 30 pounds of chicken breast for $26. So I take full advantage of that. I just buy them, store them in freezer bags. 30 pounds lasts me probably like a week maybe. If you got something that's already unthawed out. Alright, so I like to cut all the excess fat off, as much of the fat off the chicken breast as I can. A lot of people say I be cutting away too much of the fat, but when you're trying to get shredded and peeled to the bone, it's the little things that count, man. So as I'm cutting off all the excess fat on the chicken breast, I got this dull ass knife. I like to chop my chicken breast up and little thin slices so it cook faster and it won't be as dry. So I'm gonna chop up a few of these chicken breasts and I'm gonna show you how the next step. So this is the finished product right here. This is all the excess fat I cut off. I know it's a lot of, there's still some good chicken breasts on here that I wasn't able to save. I need to invest in some scissors. I was using this dull ass knife. But I would much rather cut into the meat and get as much of the fat off the chicken as I can. Cause I don't like eating fat. Like I don't like when I'm chewing on my chicken breast or what I think is chicken breast and it turns out to be fat and gooey and you gotta spit it out. You know, once you meal prep your food and your macros are set to a certain number, let's say you at work, you know, you could cook this and you would think that it's fucking chicken if you ain't paying attention to it, and now you just skeeted yourself out of 3 ounces of meat or 2 ounces of meat. So I'd rather cut all the excess fat off and risk a little meat if I have to, versus trying to save it and leave fat on there, if that makes sense. Man, I hope this is a good angle. This is the best I could do. I mean, like I said, I'm using a tripod. But this the meat that I was able to save. You know, so I like to rinse my meat off real good, man. I give it about a 2-minute bath. I already kind of pre-washed it before I started recording. I won't be wasting our time washing the damn chicken off. I get the skillet. No oils, no grease, no nothing. I like to let the chicken cook in its own water. So it's kind of like I boil the chicken, and then I let it boil all the water out of itself. Then I let it grill itself just a little bit so it can get a little color to it. Not too much. You don't want to let it grill too much because that way it's gonna be dry as hell. So I continue to rinse it off, make sure all the excess germs off, or as much as I can get off, rather. Then as the chicken breast sit, it's gonna release more water. So this is what the chicken should look like after you cut it up, rinse it off, and let the water release itself. Like I said, I added no grease, no oils, no butter, none of that extra stuff. These are the seasonings I'm gonna use today. Some garlic powder, onion powder, some Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna throw a little salt on there. I'm almost out. I forgot to get some oil. Throw a little pepper, and just a little bit of seasoning salt. I get these just a local store around my crib. These like $1, man. I'd be heavy on this stuff right here. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why people be under the concept that bodybuilders can't use seasoning and all that type of stuff. I used to always season my food, but I used to always get salt-free seasoning. But now, I learned something new. I learned that salt ain't gonna hurt you. So I just pour it all in the center for the most part. I pour all my seasonings in the center. Then I kind of stir it up as it starts to cook. Stir it up so all them juices, all that seasoning can get around to all of the meat. So to just a little check in with y'all, let y'all see how it look as it start to cook. You know, it's basically boiling the chicken in the water that it produces. You know, as the chicken is done, it's gonna start to soak up all the water. Then that's when it's kind of like grilling, so it can get a little color to it. So it won't be as light. You don't necessarily have to let it grill, but that's just something I like to do. So you want to make sure you stir it up though, so it can cook evenly. Hey man, I'm gonna let y'all know in advance too. I ain't no chef either, so don't be commenting talking shit, talking about how I cook my shit. No grease, no oils, just water. So as y'all can see, some of the water starting to boil out. What I typically do to make all the water boil out is I turn the temperature down. I haven't turned it down yet. But this is about the time when I add a little bit more seasoning to it. Yeah, gotta make your food taste good, man. Got to make it taste good. Stir it up. My skillet kind of warped. It's all good. Still get the job done. So this is the finished product right here. Like I said, no grease, no oil, just water, seasoning, meat. Bam. There we go. That's all she wrote.